What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J here, and I have an MLB 16 franchise finally. I've been talking about it for a while, and I decided to finally do it. I like where my other series are going, and I feel like this will be another good addition to my channel. And so the team I will be choosing is the Los Angeles Angels. They have a team with some nice talent, of course. They have Mike Trout, arguably the best player in baseball. Andrelton Simmons, who I feel is the #1 defensive player in baseball. At shortstop, Albert Pujols, who has really underperformed since coming to Los Angeles. And some nice pitchers and players like Andrew Heaney, Garrett Richards, and CJ Wilson, who will be in his final year of the contract. But you can see I turned off GM contracts, don't want that messing up my series. I look at the GM goals. But this is a team that is in a very weird place because they don't have the talent to compete for a deep playoff run, but they also don't have the prospects to really trade for more talent to get them over that hump, as they basically have no prospects at all. They were considered by nearly everything that I looked at to have the absolute last or 30th ranked farm system by every single statistical thing. And Keith Law, who does farm systems and prospects for ESPN, said in all of the years that he's looked at farm systems that this is the worst he's ever seen, which is pretty sad if you look at some of the previous farm systems that the MLB has had. But we'll go ahead and sim through preseason, or spring training, not preseason, thinking about football. But we actually played pretty well. We're the 22nd overall in terms of overall, but we went 18-11, pretty good. And you can see some of the statistics. Andrelton Simmons actually played very well. I was good to see that. He's always been a very good defensive player, and if he could just get the level of contact and hitting up to a decent level, he could be one of the better players in the majors, in my opinion. Because right now, I would say he's one of the more valuable players just because of his defense. And if you add more offense, that's a very valuable guy. It's sort of similar to Jason Hayward. He is a great fielder and a great asset in the outfield. And when his offense is working, he is one of the better players in the major leagues, in my personal opinion. Also a little biased because they're both previous Braves players. But either way, now looking at some of the pitching stats and all of the spring training stats you saw there. Hey, look at our starting rotation. CJ Wilson will most likely be out for the year. He's had a couple of injuries, and this is his final year of his contract, so that's sad to see. But the Angels also do have, in terms of pitchers, I know Andrew Heaney is on the 60-day DL and trying not to get Tommy John, but that occurred during the season, so I'm going to be starting with him completely healthy. Andrelton Simmons, similar thing. He got hurt this season, but that was during the year, and we're starting at the 4th of April. And so our first series, which is only 2 games, will be against the Chicago Cubs, one of the best teams in the majors. And opening day starters will be Garrett Richards against Jake Arrieta. To open the year, CJ Cron only has 1 to 6 days left on the DL, and he will be back by then. And look at the trading block, as this is something that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be very smart with our deals and have to really do a good job drafting, as this is, like I said, one of the worst farm systems. I'll show you all of the prospects a little later. We're going to have to make a lot of smart deals and draft very well, something that the Angels have not done in real life. They've just traded away all of their prospects. They traded away the 2 that would be their top 2 prospects for Andrelton Simmons in the offseason. Sean Newcomb, one of the best pitching prospects, but he is now with the Atlanta Braves. Taylor Ward, who is their first round pick last year. He's not a very high upside catcher, but did have a good first year and actually made it to full season ball. Now Jahmai Jones is their 2nd round pick from last year. He's a good athlete and has some potential, but has really got to put it all together if we want to see him do much. Nate Smith is a pretty solid prospect. He is a C pitcher, not sure how far he'll get. Victor Alcantara, he, to me, nice velocity, might be more of a bullpen guy moving forward, does have nice stamina, but with the lack of command, it is something that to me seems like he would be a good bullpen guy. But Alcantara, you can see where he sits. He's our number 4 overall prospect. Caleb Cowart is our number 5 prospect. Joe Gatto, one of the better potential guys in our farm system, is the number 6. And this just shows you how barren this farm system is. Gatto is our only B prospect potential guy in the entire farm system, other than guys like Tyler Skaggs or Andrew Heaney, who are already in the majors, so I don't really necessarily consider them a part of the farm system anymore. Chad Henshaw, nice speed and not a bad fielder, I think he's around the 11th or 12th prospect. Roberto Baldequin is a international prospect who we'll have to see what he's able to do. I feel though this first season I'm not going to play that many games just because this is a building year and rebuilding year. We've got to get some players in our farm system, and so we'll be going through the draft and making trades, as this to me is not a playoff team just in general, definitely not a team that will make a deep run. They do of course have nice players like I said earlier, but I hope you did enjoy the first episode of my Angels franchise. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who are some players we should target, and which of the Angels players do you think we should trade to get those players? I will see you next time. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. I will see you for opening day against Jake Arrieta, cause I'm out.